So I get comments from people who I think have been watching some of my videos, and they go, "What's up with the pillars?" I go, "Mate, haven't you been watching?" So I just kind of assume that most people are watching, and every time I put out a video, they see that I'm telling them something new and something I've been up to, whether it's useful to anybody or not. I just do it for my own enjoyment. So if I go basically back over this pillar, it's like a cluster. It's on the A pillar. It contains 4 speakers. It's attached to the door via some screws into the metal. It's made from my version of resin and material, so it's semi-stiff, semi-hard. It's covered in fluff, just the material, just for presentation, and I've matched it to the dash mat. This is a 6-inch Dynaudio driver. It's very powerful. It's set to very low frequencies, I'd say rolling off to 50 Hertz, and even only going up to, say, I guess just before in the 1K-ish area. And it's open baffle, which is a concept. It's not to say it has no baffle. Let's put that light on. There's the back of the driver now. To be able to get more frequency lower, you need more baffle. So open baffle is kind of a misrepresentation. It's you could just call it open back, free air. These are other terminologies that people use. So yeah, open baffle is a bit of a misnomer. So I'd call that 2 knuckles, 2.5 knuckles on a normal sized grown up male's hand. This also comes out this way, another 2 or 3 centimeters. So in total you'd have about, say, 10-12 centimeters of baffle on this surface, from maybe this 200 to 250 degree arc of the surround. Now once it gets to here, the baffle is actually closed. So it's actually, this is all baffle. This instrument cluster is a baffle. This window is a baffle. This part of the door sill is a baffle, and also the face of this baffle of the other speaker is a baffle. So it's only really open to the inside cabin via this area here, which allows for very instant travel, and you have to control the driver's excursion by having more headroom in your amplifiers, and you also have to have more power than you would if you were using sealed. So perhaps double the power you'd normally see put to one of these in a sealed system. Now, why is it here? Well, why wouldn't you want 50 to 100 Hertz pumping out of this zone? Because this zone represents a point source theory of creating more image and more realistic stage presentation. So I could put this 6-inch down here in the door, like most other people, or in a kick, or under the seat, like some people have suggested. So I've done this as a proof of concept. It's working. I like it. I can tune the irregularities because of my highly sophisticated DSP, which I've hand programmed using a lot of bespoke mastering and software production software from the music industry, running in a computer. So I know this gets a bit long-winded and some of you kind of have heard it before, but I'm doing this so I can experience for myself probably what I feel to be, 99% as perfect an audio system as I could possibly make. So I've had smaller speakers up here, I've had bigger speakers down there, and this is just what we're doing for now. And if I could change anything right now, I'm even thinking of the next steps. I'd perhaps like this one to be a big one instead of a 2.5 inch. I'd like it to be like a 3.5 inch. I'd maybe like to have this angle on a different angle. Maybe have some more fairing up here to enclose reflections for these two drivers to come a bit more forward and not bounce that way, and other things like that. So that's what we have. That's what's going on in our pillar. And there's a mirror image version over there. To say it's mirror image, it's more like rough. It's roughly the same, put it that way. And I had to discover a few things about the acoustic world as I went along, and I had to move this tweeter, which was originally closer in to this cluster over here to get more of a point source. I had to move it over to be as close as the glass as possible. Same with that one, they were both over here a bit more, because the higher the frequency, the more this side window started to cancel in different nodes, so different frequencies. Let's just say, just pulling some numbers out of the air, just to say it goes from 6-7k to 8 to 10, 15k, and somewhere in there, say 9 or 10, I was getting this direct cancellation. So when I was looking at the speaker and sweeping the frequencies up, and it was in this other position, which was over here, you could feel the positioning move, and when I moved it closer to here, I would get less positional movement when I was going up the sweeps. So yeah, just a quick update for some people. And I'm doing a bit of a tune. I've got my pink noise ready, and just going to balance out the spectral balance, or the magnitude balance. And I have been tweaking the phase balance in the previous days to this, but I'll go into that in more detail some other time. Alright, cheers guys.